Hello everybody and welcome back to Better Minecraft. Now, this episode's gonna be a little weird. First and foremost, I'm recording this intro before I do anything, like I typically do. But there's gonna be a lot of silence after this as I run around and just do random bits of stuff. Because a majority of what I need to do involves detailing. But I can tell you the one major thing I do want to get done today is, or at least started, is the project over there. I had the shape of my boats. I know what my boats are going to look like. So I need to make some little fishing huts over there. Now this is just to decorate the shoreline of this cove. I'm not going to elaborate on this as much. I'm not going to try and decorate this coast at all. It's more so just to finish decorating this cove. So there's going to be like some huts over here. But that's probably going to be it. Is going to be just the huts and then the docks for them. That's all that's going to be happening over here. One of the disadvantages to having seasons. Just ice builds up. I know so many people want seasons in the base game. I'm not really a fan of that. Seasons in different areas make sense. Like the effect we have right now where we have snow in some areas, rain in others, makes sense. But the effect of just randomly having also, excuse the noise going on in the background. But, having those type of seasons all year round and anywhere you go, because it didn't matter if I was in the desert or I was in just a normal area, there was snow falling. That just doesn't, well, it depends on the desert, but that didn't seem very immersive for me. Not to mention I have an issue with freaking ice clogging up all my water sources. I want to be able to see nice large oceans and stuff like this. I want to see this. I don't want to see just mountains of ice. It's the reason I never settle in a cold biome. I don't want that type of effect. And recently we think Minecraft's been hinting at that being a thing, and I'm just sitting here like, please no. Please no. Don't do seasons. I know so many people want it. Make it a toggleable thing if y'all do it. Make it something I can turn off. Because I don't want seasons. If I want to show a variety of seasons, I will go to other places. There are biomes for that. But enough of me ranting. I think it is time that we get started on this area over here. Which includes me getting sand and probably sleeping. Hello everybody and welcome back to Better Minecraft. Now there's some weird things going on behind me. This is end lotus, by the way. I wanted to see if they would grow in the overworld. They do. They're finicky, but they will grow in the overworld. I was trying to figure out for decoration for this area. Now this video is going to be a little bit weird. You'll notice I did a secondary intro on this video. That's because a portion of this video was recorded like almost a full week ago. And I got upset because I couldn't figure out how I wanted to build something. So I had started it, got halfway through the building, hated the building I was doing, and tore it all down. So I have decided that I was going to sit in my creative world for a few hours look at build palettes, look at what I actually wanted to use, what I was capable of farming a whole lot of, and just kind of fiddling with stuff, figuring out how I wanted to play it and stuff like that. And I actually had to grab my mother because, for people who don't know, me and my mother are both builders. We both started our whole building thing in Fallout 4. I'm actually in some very old videos on her channel. But that being said, I had to pull her in, and her fresh eyes kind of told me, okay, let's use this build palette. Let's go with this wood type. Let's go with this leaf type. She was kind of looking at the build palettes and kind of picking things out for me that looked good together. And then I built a building using that build palette and then got her to look at it. I personally really liked the building, so I was going to use it regardless of what she said. But she decided on using Luca Grove wood, which was not something I thought of. Green silt, which silt, if you would know, is actually the same material we're using on all of our roofs, but I'm using black on all of these. But she chose green, which makes sense. I gave her like a few yellows and a few greens because I wanted it to feel kind of a little beachy over here. So that's kind of what I went with. And then a darker color is ancient oak. I am actually using a whole nother color, birch. Birch is I have a whole lot of this on backlog, and I don't have a whole lot of Luca Grove. But the good thing between birch and Luca Grove is they are very similar shades. Birch is just slightly darker. So it gives me some variation when it comes to building. And then I have a whole bunch of foliage. It actually spills over into these boxes as well as flower boxes. I think I used ancient oak in the test build I did, but I have a whole bunch of spruce, and spruce just looks good near about anywhere, so I figured I'd pick it up and use it. But we are going in to work on this beach town. As I probably said in the first part of the intro, I've already terraformed all of it. I think we're going to start here on this flat bit, get one of my first test buildings in, and then we're also going to have another dock off of this piece, and then I think another one off over here. That's the reason I was testing the end lotus over here, is because I wanted to decorate the waterway over here eventually. So I had to figure out what I wanted to do, and I do want to implement more of these like glowy bits throughout because I want it to look like there's more magic in the area. This is supposed to be more of a fantasy-esque world, so I want more magic feel everywhere, and I haven't really done a whole lot of that. So, except for, you know, the cranes that work via magic, we don't talk about how those work because we don't know how they work. They just work. And there we go. That is the build style I am going for out here. Now, this dock is going to finish having like these railings on it, but I have to figure out, do I want another one of these buildings out on this dock somewhere, or how I want to do this? Also, these are chipped. These are a version of birch trapdoors. And you can kind of see that's actually birch wood. That's the lightest color we have in base game until I upgrade my game to have pale oak. Pale oak is the newest. It's like a white colored wood, but it's going to be a while before I can update my game to have pale oak and stuff like that in it, because I think the next update only has the trial chambers, which I don't have right now either. So it's a whole thing. But as far as this version of the game, I believe this is in 1.19. So in the version of the game I'm in, the darker color is actually birch. So Luca Grove is a very, very pale wood. So mixing it with birch just seemed right, because birch is just like, looks like a slightly dirtier, slightly darker. Maybe it has some moisture built up in it, and that's the reason it's showing up as darker. I don't know, but my mother said she really likes like the blue-green aspect. So I brought in a lot of the blue orchids we have in game because they kind of match this color. I have touches of them in the paper lanterns that are up in these. Now, I don't have any glass or anything inside these windows. I was kind of like on a toss up. Do I want to put glass back there? Do I want to put I feel like the lanterns really help though, because interiorly, hold on, let me get over there to them. Oh, okay. The boat decided no. How about you get out the water? This is a good opportunity to go inside. Anyway, also, I'm going to be building leaves up the sides of these. So this is just the base building. But the interior of these are very small. These are meant to be like little fishing shacks. They're not meant to be massive. So there's not really a whole lot of room for me to put lights in here. So having the lanterns there really helps. I'm debating though. Should I hang them and have the little chain bit there? That probably helps a little bit. Also, this color green is this is just base green, by the way. It isn't dark like any of the others, and the lime I thought was too bright. I think the lime actually kind of shows up more as yellow. But if I search at twigs, let's go over here, you'll see that the lime is almost a yellow color. It's right here in the lineup, and the green is this very pale. I would expect this one to be lime and the green to be a lot darker, kind of like more shaded like the gray is, a little bit darker, or actually more shaded towards the black. But you can kind of see how the blue, the cyan, and the light blue are as well. They're just all very pale. But I do find this color very pleasant. I'm going to sleep because there's a creeper over there. Not like the day's going to get rid of the creeper. I'll just be able to see him easier. But the green looks great on the top of this building. Apparently the creeper is giving his approval. He likes green as well. But I didn't actually want to mess with any of the colored shingles whenever I was doing these. I honestly think green could have been doable, because these look very, very pretty. And I do love them a whole lot. But this entire area, I'm going to move over here and quickly grab my bow. Please, sir, kindly leave. Thank you. But this is kind of giving you an idea as to what this entire area over here is going to look like. Now, I didn't continue the flower pots all the way over here. I'm going to be doing that as I decorate the building. Same with back here. Didn't do anything, but all of them have the trap doors inside. And I did bring like these roots over here. Now, these roots are going to continue down there as well, but you're not going to be able to see them as well. Although, I did want to build them up around a light source. Hold on, give me these, give me these. Because these are blue vine lanterns. These are actually from Better End. And I kind of wanted to throw these in down here, due to how dark it is down here. Just wanted to see if they blend with the water well enough. Ooh, I'm dying. Yeah, they blend well enough. And I also have a bit of... Hold on. Get that out of there. I do have a bit of coral. Now, if you put these above the water, they do dry out, but putting them below the water... Don't know if I can put them just anywhere. I can put them on here. Nice. So these just kind of look like dead bits of coral. There we go. That just adds a bit of color down here. So that blue doesn't look so out of place. But that's what my plan was to throw in some sort of light source, something or another. Because I've had this issue, even back during all of this area, that there's just a whole lot of dark spots in my base. that just kind of make it hard to move around. So yeah, this video is probably going to be a little bit on the short side because I started the build and it's taken me an entire week to record this because I couldn't figure out this build palette. Honestly, I think it was worth the wait. I actually really love this. Once I get everything in and kind of figure everything out, I actually think the next building is going to pull off of maybe this side, and we'll expand this further back and just make this a bit of a walkway. But all the buildings over here are going to be elevated at least one off the ground because places this close to the beach tend to get flooded pretty frequently. So walkways and everything tend to be elevated above everything. I actually had to go through Pinterest and kind of figure out what I was looking at because buildings like that don't really exist a whole lot around here. At least not where I'm at. Now, I do have some smaller updates that I don't know if I covered in the beginning part of this, so I will cover them now. 2 of the bone horses are now up here. I've made the decision to move 2 of them over here. I was going to move all 4 because I am planning on making a stables either just inside of there or just out here somewhere. Or maybe I'll do a stables attached to the farmhouse out here. I don't quite know yet. But I am wanting to put a poll out to all of you guys. If you watch this entire video all the way through, I do want you to leave a comment, kind of letting me know something. Do you guys want the fantasy series to continue, or do you want me to go ahead and pre-start the next season of Better Minecraft and go ahead and get that ball rolling while I'm finishing up this series? You guys let me know. As much as I love the fantasy series, I don't know where kind of to take it right now. I am still building up the area and stuff like that. I don't know where to take it. Anybody who's done any form of content creation is going to know this feeling. A feeling burnt out. I do have another game on backlog I could play. If you've ever heard the game RimWorld, I could end up start putting that on the channel. I don't know quite yet. I'm kind of getting my feelers out, trying to see what you guys want. Do you want me to just start fresh and leave this project kind of unfinished, or do you want me to finish this project, like buckle down and finish this and start another series until I can get this area finished? Let me know. You guys have some input on this, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.